Hi, and welcome to today's top stories, March 13th, 2020. Hey, happy Friday the 13th. All right, first update is coronavirus. 136,000, nearly 137,000 have been infected. Over 5,000 are now dead. We crossed that milestone, I guess, yesterday. We are officially in pandemic territory. Relevant stories are Justin Trudeau's wife tests positive for COVID-19. And they are both under self-quarantine for the next 14 days. U.S. hospitals prepare for the virus, with the worst still to come. We need to spread out the infection rate so that it takes longer for other people to contract the virus so that we don't overwhelm our medical system. The China government, in an interesting twist, says that the U.S. military may have brought the virus to China. Think about that. Brazilian president denies testing positive for coronavirus, but it's widely reported that he does have it. And make sure you watch the video that's in the blog post. It's offers some good information about how to prepare and deal with it. Okay, economy update. Dow's down to about 21,000. It was scheduled to open at about 500 up. When I wrote this was the Dow was at 100 points up. If you look at the chart here on the blog post, we started February around 29,000, and we're now at 21,000. So not been a good ride for the stock market. Oil prices are still down. Gold is down. That's interesting because gold was going up. It was skyrocketing. Now it's going down. So my comment here is we cannot be in a recession until we have two consecutive down quarters in GDP. That calling something a recession based on the official definition is always looking backwards. So I'm going to tell you right now, we are in a recession, and it can get worse. All right. So just a few notes on the market. The turmoil sparked by the coronavirus fears is worse than the financial crisis, some people are saying. Congress is close to a stimulus deal with the White House. The Fed is pumping in money like crazy, just like in 2008. And a lot of economists are saying a recession is likely. I'm telling you now, I'm not an economist, but I'm telling you now, we're in one. All right. So all that said, we still have a president to pick in November. And the only news that's really going on is with respect to the Democrats and what they're doing with their nomination. So my comment here is, does this even matter anymore? Well, yes, it does. With Trump bungling everything, coronavirus readiness and response, fiscal support for the looming recession. I mean, they can't agree on anything. They can't do shit. I mean, about the best he's done is give Purella, I think he gave him $1 billion to make as much hand sanitizer as possible. It's important we nominate a person who A, can beat him, and that shouldn't be hard right now, and B, who can get us out of this mess. That guy is Biden. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right. I'm not saying Biden's the best candidate to ever come along. I'm not even saying he's the best Democrat to come along for this campaign. But now that it's down to Sanders and Biden, I think Biden has a better chance. Not just of winning, but pulling us out of this mess. Because remember, he and his superior, President Obama, helped guide us out of the last mess. So he has some experience, and I'm going to go with that. All right, so the Democratic primary debate between Biden and Sanders moved. It moved from Arizona to, I think, a CNN studio. Won't be any audience. All right, last story. Offbeat story of the day, as always, brought to you by the Drive Through Jesus show. This one's kind of sad, but it also helps us understand Darwin. A 23-year-old from India recently died while filming a tractor stunt for a TikTok video. Yeah, you heard that right. The man was attempting to capture a clip while riding on a fast-moving tractor when the vehicle overturned and crushed him. All right. As always, Today's top stories is brought to you by mydailygrind.news. Please click the button below to subscribe and head on over to the blog. It's pretty good, man. Give it a watch or give it a read. All right. Thanks. See you next week.